One of the theories that I've been seeing online about GTA 6 and regarding Jason Duval and regarding Arthur Morgan and everything, and you guys might already know where I'm going with this, but I've even seen this in my comment section pretty heavily. At first, I thought it was like just a little thing that people were mentioning, but, I started to pick up and get some traction now. And it's that Jason Duval kind of looks and kind of sounds like Arthur Morgan. Some people are going as far as to say that there could be a possible lineage connection. That Jason Duval could be a descendant of the great Arthur Morgan. Now, if we go on Google and we look up what does being a descendant mean, it states here being a descendant means someone is born in the direct biological line of an ancestor, such as their children, grandchildren, or great-grandchildren. Now, as far as we know, Arthur Morgan didn't have any kids that were living by the time that he died. Obviously, Arthur Morgan was a father. Arthur Morgan told a story about how he impregnated a young woman and they had a kid. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a young boy. But one night they ended up being murdered by a pack of bandits. So that would indicate to me, at least from the context that we see in Red Dead Redemption 2, that there's probably no other time that Arthur Morgan ended up having more kids, because I think if he would have talked about it in that particular moment or potentially mentioned it. Now, another way that maybe there could be some connection is maybe if Arthur Morgan had a brother and that brother ended up having kids and that yada yada yada. But honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool theory, and I think with GTA, there's always been like a loose connection between the video games, right? Like with maybe certain stores that you see, with maybe certain gun vendors that you see, maybe with certain players that appear in a game that you saw in a different game. So these things do happen in GTA. There's been like a loose connection. And I also think that if you look at GTA 5 and you look at like Red Dead Redemption 1, people tried to connect some things. People are always trying to make theories around this stuff, and you want to connect these games. And sometimes some people want to connect them loosely between like generations. So Red Dead Redemption and the GTA series. Like, how can we connect that? What can we find that makes sense in this world? What can we find that maybe explains something that happened? Like, what if you look at the map in Red Dead Redemption and look at the map of Los Santos? Like, what can you do there to, like, is this the same map? Is this the same area? Could you see this area in the game? Just things like that. So there's always these types of connections that you want to do. I think Arthur Morgan being related in any type of way to Jason Duval is just something that we'd like to see, is because we like, I think, Arthur Morgan so much. We love Red Dead Redemption 2, that we'd love to see like a little connection there. Yes, it's true. He does kind of have a Arthur Morgan vibe in terms of maybe his look. If you look at the two characters side by side, they have like a strong face. Their hair is kind of the same color. I'm not sure if it's like blondish, like dark blonde almost. I bet when he has a beard and probably has long hair, he'll probably end up looking even more like Arthur. I mean, he looks like a big dude. Arthur was a big dude. A lot of people don't realize that, but I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize how big Arthur actually was. And someone else pointed this out before, but Hosea calls Arthur a big brute because he's a big dude. And if you look at him before he ever gets sick at the beginning of the game, or if you make him overweight, he looks humongous. Like, if you guys think Bill looks big, like Arthur looks big, bro. He just walks around bulky. Arthur had this big size on him, and Jason Duval looks like he carries that big size as well. But I honestly think that they're not connected in any way. Again, it would be cool if they were in some way, but I don't think so. I also think that it's because Rockstar Games is making this game. I think the developers maybe have a tendency to create characters that sometimes look a certain way or sound a certain way. I think Jason Duval is going to be a great character on his own, but I think that the developers just, they just made him look similar, but without even really trying to do that. It kind of just happened. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm thinking. But obviously, until the game really comes out and we're able to really dig into his history, and maybe something is revealed, and maybe people do connect the two, and there is an actual connection. Maybe Rockstar knows how much we love Arthur Morgan, how much we love Red Dead Redemption 2, that they will do a little loose connection that really doesn't mean anything, but to us it means everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, they're related because of this, and then we're like, oh shit, that'd be dope. And it's just something like to keep the fans, I don't know, happy, or like give them a little something. And that's what I think. I think if they can do that, that'd be cool, because I mean, it'd be cool, but as of right now, this second, no, I don't think Jason Duval is a direct descendant of Arthur Morgan. But if it was, it'd be cool. And I guess I could see why people are saying that. But again, I don't really know.